Hi, my beautiful Virgos. Welcome or welcome back. We're doing your tarot and oracle reading. This reading is going to be good for all Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Be sure to check your other placements and only take what resonates. So Virgo, we're going to dive into general and love energies for you. Remember that these readings are timeless, so whenever the reading comes across your page is when the reading is good for you, or whenever you're watching it. Feel free to flip and reverse the roles as needed and only take what resonates. Personal readings for astrology and tarot can be found at the link in the description box in the pinned comment. Let's go ahead and dive into it, Virgo. So we're going to start off with your astro oracle. As per usual, I am in the market for a new astro oracle deck. Of course, I am an astrologer, so I read the astrology cards intuitively. I am a tarot reader as well. Obviously, this is a tarot reading, but my astrology cards mean a lot to me. So I am in the market for a new astrology deck. If you guys have any recommendations, please drop them in the comments below, because I am kind of on the lookout for a perfect deck for me. I'm drinking coffee at like 6 p.m. right now. All right, Virgo. What do we have for my Virgo placements? I was hearing something about practicality, and I don't know what that was about when I was kind of pre-shuffling and premeditating on your energy a little bit, Virgo. You guys should know that the South Node is in your sign, so there is a lot of energy about moving away from Virgo type energy, and that doesn't necessarily mean moving away from yourself, but you could be having somewhat of like an identity crisis, or things keep seeming to like leave your life, or there's just a lot of endings going on in regards to your life in general right now, and that's perfectly okay and perfectly normal for you. So we have debilitated discomfort, card number 14 from the Astral Oracle coming out. So I feel like you are going through a very transitional phase right now. Something could be a bit uncomfortable for you. And it's almost like you take one step forward and you're taking 3 steps back, or however that saying goes. We also have transits coming out, climate, card number 55. So we have debilitated and we have transits. Go ahead and take a look at where Virgo is at in your chart, which house is ruled by Virgo, and this could give you more context on what's particularly happening for you on a more personal level, because that's where the South Node is transiting right now. Obviously, this is going to be even more prominent for you if you guys have your nodes in Pisces and Virgo as well. So I don't know what placement you're watching for, but it doesn't matter if you have like a prominent Virgo placement or not. When I do these collective readings, I try to make it clear that astrology and tarot are 2 very different things. So even if you don't have a Virgo placement, or let's just say you're not even connected to a Virgo, these readings probably have something in it for you if you were drawn to want to click on this reading, excuse me. So we have Saturn structure, card number 24 coming out. There's almost something here, and that could be tied into why I was hearing practicality. There's something here about getting really like realistic on the long-term goals and like your long-term commitment to things, or your stability, your structure, your discipline. Something about a father figure could be significant here as well. Some of you are going through a Saturn return right now, so your Saturn could be in the sign of Pisces. Bottom of the deck, I do have the Moon card. I have second house resources, and I have Leo energy. So some of you guys have a Leo placement. Also something about work and finance could be highlighted for you at this time, followed by the Virgo card. You guys know I read the bottom of the deck as subconscious energy. There could also be something here about your intuition. I feel like your intuition is screaming at you in regards to something about work and finance. Now, for some of you, this is about pursuing something that you're truly passionate about, or brings you a lot of joy and brings you a lot of energy and hope and enthusiasm and creativity with that Leo card. Some of you guys are born artists or creatives, and your intuition's been trying to speak to you that you could possibly make money off this said thing. This isn't going to be for all of you, so of course only take it if it resonates. Let's slow it down a little bit and dive into your Kipper for more general energies. Then we'll clarify with tarot. So we have imprisonment, card number 29. Some of you guys are overthinking something. You're being too analytical, too critical, too judgmental. And I feel like this judgmental energy is coming from a place of judgment on yourself, not necessarily other people, although that could be the case for some of you. It's like you're imprisoned in your own mind. Now, this could obviously mean incarceration or being imprisoned in a physical sense, but for a lot of you, I think this is going to be more so mentally imprisoned. It reminds me of an 8 of Swords type of energy, so we'll see if that comes out during the reading at all. We also have change, card number 9. So we are in a universal year 9 right now. Some of you guys could be life path 9s, or you're in a personal year 9, but I feel like a lot of things are changing and shifting for you right now. I think a lot of endings are happening. There could be a lot of people leaving your life, or chapters ending, or karmic cycles ending for you. And this is completely normal. We also have distant horizons, card number 36. Some of you guys could be 36 years old, or life path 3. Some of you guys could be moving or thinking of moving or relocating. Some of you also recently went through a death of a friend or a family member that had some health complications or health problems that possibly caused this death. I also just want to mention that's not going to be for everybody, so don't be scared if that didn't happen and you're expecting it to happen. If it doesn't resonate, do not take it, because that's only going to be for probably like 1 or 2 of you Virgos that are watching this. But some of you guys recently lost somebody, and this is kind of embedded in your subconscious. You're still healing from this. So, let's go ahead and see what some of these are. Why is this imprisonment card here? Card number 29. You guys could be 29 years old. Virgo. We have the 5 of Swords. Some of you guys are dealing with some sort of conflict or disagreement, or you feel like you're in competition, or you feel like you've lost some sort of battle with somebody. Some of you guys are going through a child support situation or some sort of court situation. You felt like you've been taken advantage of, abused. You feel like you've been lied to, cheated on, stolen from. You feel like you lost out in a situation with the 5 of Swords. And, you know, the 5 of Swords, a lot of people will say that the 7 of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing, which is true. But I think the 5 of Swords is a bit more painful because it's a more malicious energy. It's a very sneaky and deceptive energy. So some of you guys feel like you were trapped into whatever loss this is, or whatever sneakiness and deception was involved in this situation. So again, this could be in regards to a romantic partnership. This could be like you having to do with something with the law or with the court system or child support, or you feeling like trapped in a situation with somebody who is like this. This could also be a family member. But there is some sort of choice you need to make here, because we have the 2 of Wands here. The 2 of Wands is a card of having to make some sort of choice, because obviously it's a 2, so there's 2 different roads you can take, and it's planning for the future. You have the world in the palm of your hand right now, even though it feels like you're losing everything, or you know, your luck hasn't been very good, or, you know, you haven't been doing very well in a sense, or you haven't been very stable, or you haven't been very productive or disciplined, or things just haven't been going your way. I feel like this is all happening for a very karmic reason, and you're ending a lot of karmic cycles, and you have a choice right now to choose which road you want to go down. So choose carefully, choose wisely, and I think a key here is for you to get out of your head and get out of your mind, because you're overthinking whatever the situation is, and it's a lot simpler than you're giving yourself credit for. So that could also have to do with a work situation, or possibly could have to do with this change card, which we're going to clarify right now. And it could have to do with relocation or moving or finding a new job. Yeah, there's been some sort of ending in your life. 10 of Swords here, a painful ending. You feel stabbed in the back. You know, the beauty in the 10 of Swords, I always say, is there's nowhere to go but up, because he is at rock bottom. Obviously, it's a lot of loss. It's a very painful ending. It can be deep-seated wounds, betrayals, loss, crisis, failure. It's just collapse and defeat, but there's nowhere to go but up, so you can start rebuilding. And this was all happening for you for a very specific reason, no matter how painful it has felt. So it could have been the end of a relationship, you losing your job, you being in financial ruin, but it's really meant to build your character and your maturity, and it's meant to like shift you into adulthood. For some reason, it's coming through as that. So a lot of you could be going through your Saturn return right now as well. One more for change, please. We have the Hangman in the reverse. Yeah, you have a lot of resistance to this change, whatever this is. And it's almost like you fear having a lack of control, or you feel like you're losing control. You feel like you don't have any control over the situation. Remember that Saturn is a card of control and discipline and maturity. And the Hangman is really an enlightenment card. It's about looking at things from a different perspective, and also surrendering, excuse me. It's a Neptunian, Piscean type energy, right? So I feel like things are a bit delayed because you're apprehensive about the changes that are occurring around you. So whether this is a job change, a relationship change, endings of friendships, relationships, you going through financial struggles or a court situation, a child support situation, or, you know, just chaos happening all around you. It's meant to mature you in a lot of ways. So you need to look at something from a different perspective to get the ball rolling. And I think there's some sort of choice that needs to be made here. Why is this distant horizons card here for my Virgos? We have the Four of Pentacles. There could be some sort of job opportunity that's like at a distance or requires you to relocate. I don't know if this would be a good idea. Right now, it's actually looking pretty good. But if it's not a financial opportunity or a work opportunity or a business opportunity, this is like more stability and practicality for you and a lot of healing. So maybe let's just say, for an example, moving back in with your parents, but you have to move 2 towns over, or you have to move 3 states over, or you have to move across to a different country, across the country, whatever the case may be for you. There's something here that's asking you to shift like your perspective on something, possibly in regards to relocation, but ultimately it has to do with your stability and your healing. So just take that how it resonates, Virgo. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. I feel like a lot of you recently went through a breakup, possibly with the father of your children or the mother of your children. Confirmation right there, because we have the Sun card, and then we have Leo energy, heavy Leo energy here. Some of you guys have Leo in your chart. Let's get advice, and then we'll move on to love. We'll see if this comes out in the love portion. Yeah, Queen of Wands. If you guys have been thinking about like opening up your own business, doing a side hustle or a passion of yours, have the courage and confidence to know that you can and will be successful with this. The Queen of Wands is a very independent energy, and she has a lot of zest for life. We have the Devil card here. So getting rid of any of those 3D materialistic attachments. So a lot of times it will show up as addictions and attachments, codependency, any sort of toxicity. We need to cut those off and get rid of them. That's Capricornian energy, but you need to leave those things behind. It also can be a very sexual energy. So 7 of Pentacles in the reversed. It's almost like whatever this Devil card is could possibly be holding you back from your chance success in the future. So if there's any sort of addictions or attachments that you need to nip in the bud right now, Spirit is strongly encouraging you to do so, because it's going to prevent your success in the long term. This is about maturing and realizing what you need to do for your stability and your structure in the long-term vision, and not necessarily what's going to give you instant gratification right now. So whether that's an addiction to sex, drugs, gambling, whatever the case may be for you, a toxic codependent relationship, holding on to a past relationship that hurt you really badly or betrayed you really badly, that's keeping you a prisoner of your own mind. Things need to be cut off. There's a lot of toxicity that's surrounding you right now. And remember, the South Node is in Virgo, so it's time to purge and let go. But we're going to move on to love for you, Virgo. If you're watching on TikTok, you can hop over to my YouTube to finish the reading for the love portion. And really quick, Virgo, I just wanted to let you guys know that I will be coming out with my Etsy shop here in the near future with my intention, ritual, anointing oils, whatever you want to call them. I'm not really sure if I want to call them spell oils or ritual oils just yet. So they are kind of all of the above, because you can use them for just about anything. They are handcrafted by yours truly, and they are all spelled to order with intention built into them. So some of my favorites include Psychic Visions, which I use before every tarot reading and client reading. This is good for intuition, psychic abilities, divination, dream work. It's third eye and crown chakra. So this will help you connect to your intuition, your psychic abilities, connecting with God and the divine. Use it for meditation, prayer, any sort of divination, any sort of spell work, ritual work, anointing yourself to strengthen your abilities, etc. And just one more I will mention to you. Of course, everybody needs a Shield Me oil. This is good for shielding, warding, and protection. And it's just a good all-around protection oil, protecting you from negative energies and entities, protecting your aura, cleansing your aura a little bit, and just overall good protection. You can use it on your home, your body, in ritual and spell work, all of the above. So if you guys want these oils before they're up on my Etsy shop, you can shoot me an email, or you can DM me on TikTok or Instagram, and they are priced at $7.99 right now, but that price will go up when they are up on Etsy. So grab them now if you are interested in kind of like a pre-order thing. All right, sorry about that, Virgo. My dog was barking. So we're going to dive into love for you guys. Don't forget, personal readings can be found at the description box and the pinned comment. So the Wheel of Fortune just wanted to come out. So that usually represents divine timing, but it's also benefic energy because it is Jupiter energy. 1 second. All right. Virgo in love. We have the Knight of Cups. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. All right, hopefully that was the last time, but Knight of Cups. All right, Knight of Cups is a beautiful energy to get you started in love, Virgo. Let's see here. We have the Justice card, Libra energy, things coming back into balance. Sometimes a Justice card can be about something in regards to a legal proceeding, so that could be for some of you. We'll see when we clarify. And then the Two of Pentacles could be some sort of choice involving your stability in this relationship or the stability of the relationship in general. Bottom of the deck, we do have the King of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. You're wanting to have some sort of conversation because you feel like you've been, for lack of a better term, abandoned, or like your physical needs have not been met. And that could be in various different aspects of the relationship, but your needs haven't been met and you're wanting some sort of emotional renewal. Otherwise, you're considering walking away because you're not emotionally fulfilled right now. Your intuition is screaming at you right now, though, to express how you feel and to put in work towards something, and also looking at something from a different divine perspective. Why is this Knight of Cups here for my Virgos in love? So we have the Five of Swords coming out. This came out in your general portion as well. That's interesting. You feel like you've been backstabbed, or there's been some sort of conflict or disagreement, especially verbal disputes, because it is a Swords card. You could also feel like you're in competition with your partner or the person that you're seeing. This could also represent abusive relationships, especially verbally abusive relationships. So just be wary of that. But it's also like people that are just bullies, or, you know, it's lying, cheating, stealing. It's winning at all costs. You feel like you've lost out on the situation. And you also could feel like this person is emotionally cut off, because remember, it's clarifying the Knight of Cups. So it could be that this person was more emotionally involved at the beginning of the relationship, and now that emotion has kind of gone out the window and they've gotten very verbally aggressive or abusive, or the relationship in general is. One more, please. We have the Emperor in the reverse. Now, I don't like to see this card because this is a narcissistic card, okay? Sometimes the Emperor in the upright can be a narcissist, but in the reversed, he certainly is a narcissist. He's very domineering. He's very controlling. He has a lack of discipline. He's very stubborn. He's rigid. Very reckless energy. It's kind of like the toxic masculine archetype, excuse me. So you could be dealing with the toxic masculine energy. This is Aries energy, just for reference. I'm getting kind of abusive relationship energy here, so don't take it if it's not yours. It's not going to be for all of you. Why is this Justice card here? The Strength card. Some of you guys are considering filing for divorce, but it's going to take a little bit of courage and like inner strength to be able to do that, or something. You're contemplating it right now. You're trying to make a decision, possibly. Eight of Pentacles, because you know it's going to be a long road ahead, and it could, you know, it could just be a very repetitive task or a very difficult road for you to do that, but you're definitely considering it at this point in time. You're wanting things to come back into balance. You kind of possibly want to work things out, possibly for your children if you have children involved here. But your intuition is trying to speak to you about something. Why is this Two of Pentacles here? The Page of Cups. Yeah, there could definitely be children here in this situation, or this person could possibly be younger than you, or just more immature than you. The Nine of Cups is usually a card of wish fulfillment. So you're kind of going back and forth on something. Do you or can you be emotionally sufficient and emotionally supportive to yourself if you were to go through with either a breakup or divorce? If it's not an actual divorce, this could just be a separation. You're trying to find the inner strength and courage to be able to go down this long road ahead. Even though you think you can be successful, you're not entirely sure if you will be successful. And you're also not sure of your practicality at this point in time. You still have love for this person and you're wanting to move on. You just don't have a whole lot of hope that this person wants to do the same thing or wants to put in any effort towards doing that together. So what is Virgo's advice here? You just want to be happy is what I can really see here. And you want to express your emotions and how you feel to this person. But I'm getting a strong narcissistic energy, especially with that Emperor card in the reverse and that Five of Swords. It's like this person put on a facade, possibly like love bombing at the beginning of the connection. And now they've completely 180'd their behavior and they're not the same person they used to be. The Hermit card is your energy, Virgo, with the Page of Cups again. Some sort of inner reflective work, meditation, talking to God and the divine, prayer, any sort of spiritual work is going to be beneficial for you to connect to your intuition. Again, High Priestess. You know, the High Priestess is usually a dark, feminine, singular energy. She's not afraid to be on her own. She's not afraid to be in the dark. She's not afraid to go within to get her victory that she wants, her success in the long run. And she's not afraid for everything to be on display to the public. Like, don't be afraid that you're going to, you know, make this person look bad by leaving them. It's been a very long road for you. It's been very difficult. You feel like giving up, and don't underplay the difficulties you've experienced in this relationship or what you've experienced in general in love, because it's been a very traumatic experience for you, at least from what I'm seeing in the cards here. There's been a lot of chaos around you. God and the divine are trying to connect to you. I don't think your answers are going to come from anyone, but going within, going to get your answers from God and the divine. That is going to lead you to your answers that truly lie within your heart and what your intuition and your psychic abilities are trying to speak to you. I think your psychic abilities are very heightened right now. Your intuition is heightened right now. You just need to quiet the mind to be able to hear the messages that are being sent to you. I think this is a very difficult situation, and obviously it's going to be a bit different for each and every one of you, Virgos. It's probably a complicated situation, especially if there's kids involved, and it's going to be a long road ahead of you. But I think success, happiness, and emotional fulfillment and a wish come true is very, very, very much possible. You just have to take one step at a time, and the first step is to make some sort of choice on how you're going to move forward with this situation for like the best of everyone involved here, but first and foremost yourself and or your children if you have children. So that is all I have for you, my beautiful Virgos. Don't forget, personal readings can be found in the description box and the pinned comment for astrology and tarot. And if you want to purchase one of my intention spell ritual oils, you can shoot me an email or DM on Instagram or TikTok. Forgiveness and understanding. So, you know, this is coming through as forgiveness for yourself or to yourself, because I feel like you're overthinking and you're judging yourself on how you've handled the situation thus far and what you've been through thus far. And also, you know, it could be about forgiveness to your partner or the person that you're with, possibly further down the road when you've done some healing. You know, forgiveness is not for anybody else except for yourself. So that could just be something to keep in mind also for your children. But forgiveness and understanding to first and foremost yourself and then other people. Remember that forgiveness is for you first and foremost. So that is all I have for you, my beautiful Virgos. I will see you next time. Bye.